Hi friends, thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful top-down free-form crochet skirt. This entire piece it's made in a very simple fashion, waistband down in a clockwise pattern. I'm going to talk you through every single step. By the end of the video, you will understand how to start the waistband, how to build the body in accordance to your body size, increase rows without a rigid pattern to follow. This is a freeform piece, as I've already mentioned. You could increase, decrease according to your body size. Don't worry about anything. I'm going to explain everything to you. So let's go through what we're going to need. We're going to need some yarn, of course. I'm doing a challenge at the moment, and the challenge is how much can I crochet out of this machine yarn. I've got 3 massive cones, and I'm combining 3 strands to crochet this skirt today. I would recommend using a single block colour. This helps with the texture and shaping really stand out. Example, can you see the pattern that we've got here? It starts off really small and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And also choose a yarn with a good drape rather than a yarn that is stiff. For materials, I'm going to be reaching for my 3mm crochet hook. To make the entire skirt, I shall be using my darning needle for the drawstring right at the end, and we are going to need a pair of scissors. Grab a stitch marker if you may benefit from one. This is my stitch marker, it's a safety pin. I do not own a stitch marker, so we're going to be improvising by using this instead. Now, ladies, for the sides, you can grab a measuring tape if you wish, but if you don't have one to hand, don't worry about it. I don't have a measuring tape at hand, so I'm going to simply start with the waistband, and I'm just going to be popping that around my waist often to make sure that I know when to start and stop. I am going to explain this to you in more detail when we go ahead and start the video. Also, there is no pattern for this skirt that you can download and print. The reason is I'm not a big believer in patterns at all, because I don't believe that we can all fit into a small, medium or large. We all have such unique body shapes, and I'm a true believer of shaping your garments to your unique body shape. So again, roll with the video. When you get the hang of the idea of free crochet, I'm sure you will be confident in making so many other projects. Let's get right into it. So we are starting with the waistband, and this will be a top-down skirt. We're going to make a ribbed waistband. I'm going to go ahead and chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want a thicker waistband, go ahead and add more chains. If you want a thinner waistband, reduce the number of chains. So we chain 7. We're going to skip the first stitch, and we are going to single crochet all the way till the end here. And I'm going to show you how this waistband is going to become ribbed. So now that I've reached the end, I'm going to chain 1, turn the work around, and we are going to carry on single crocheting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. However, we're not single crocheting just as we do in this chain space. Can you see how there are 2 chain spaces? And I will just demonstrate that with a little bit of a close-up. So we've got one chain space here at the front. We've got our second one at the back here. We're going to be single crocheting in the one at the front, like this. And this is what's going to give us that nice ribbed look for the waistband. So I'm just going to carry on going right to the end. Now, the last stitch is not visible, but it is there. So really get in there and make sure you get the last one, otherwise your waistband will be crooked. Chain one, turn around, and we're going to do that all over again, all the way until we reach the end. And we're going to keep going until this waistband comfortably fits around your waist or your hips. The widest part of your body, it needs to fit around it. When it comes to securing the waistband, we are going to go ahead and do that later on, probably with a drawstring or elastic. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to carry on building on this waistband. I'm going to continue to single crochet back and forth until I get about 33 inches of comfortable length. Now, my hips are wider than my waist, so this waistband needs to sit comfortably around my hips and my waist. Of course around my waist it's going to be a little bit bigger, which is fine because we're going to secure it later, but it needs to get over my hips, of course, for the skirt to fit me in its entirety. So I shall carry on working on this waistband, and I am going to speed up the video a little bit, otherwise this video is going to be about 700 hours long, which won't be good for anyone. So I'll crack on with this. Mannequin is Lucia. What the waistband is looking like so far. We want to make sure that the waistband fits around the waist, but also fits around the widest part of your body. The widest part of my body is my hips, and as you can see, I can get the waistband onto my waist from my hips quite nicely. So this is the size and the measurement that I'm going to be proceeding with, and I will show you what to do here on out. I hope you can all see why I went for a ribbed waistband now, just because it's nice and stretchy and it looks like a waistband. So once we've got our waistband ready, we are going to go ahead and just single crochet or slip stitch both sides together. Just like this. And I'm going to tuck in any loose ends that I have. And we are going to be working on this waistband to develop the rest of our skirt. There is no sewing, it's just a continuous clockwise pattern that we're going for. Once we've joined both sides together, we're going to go ahead, chain one, and place single crochets around the entire waistband so that we can start to make our maxi skirt. So pause here if you want to catch up, because I may speed this bit up. Let's now crack on with making the body of the skirt. Chain two and double crochet. Let's now crack on with making the body of the skirt. You are going to go ahead and chain two, place a double crochet in that same space, chain one, skip a chain. In the next chain, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. I am going to put my stitch marker just there. Chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet twice. Chain 1, skip a chain, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip a stitch, two double crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same space. This is going to be the pattern. What we're doing is we're doing a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, 2 double crochets without any chains, and repeating that pattern all the way around. Now what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up putting in increases in all of these patterns in the next couple of rows, but not for the next 5 rows, because I want the pattern to just increase quite naturally, so it gives like the skirt a nice maxi, like a rippled shape almost. So repeat this pattern all the way around for the next 5 rows. I will just go ahead and do a few more with you. So I've done a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. You're always going to put a chain 1 space in between, skip a chain, 2 double crochets, chain 1, skip a stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets without any chains in between. So you're just alternating that pattern all the way around. Chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet without any chains in between, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and I am a little bit less than halfway done at the moment, so I'm now reaching the end of the first round, and I've got just one more stitch to go. I'm gonna slip stitch right into this first chain and start my second round by chaining 2. I'm gonna put 1 double crochet in the same space. The start of your round is always going to be 1 double crochet, because your first double crochet at the start of every and any row always counts as 2. Okay, so I'm going to chain 1, and I'm literally going to repeat the same pattern all the way around. We're not doing any increases, any decreases just yet. So we are simply chaining 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet again, chain 1 in the next space, 2 double crochets, chain 1 in the next V stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 in the next stitch, 2 double crochets without any chains, like that. So your work should be looking quite simple, just like that. Okay, I'm going to come back when I've got 5 rows, because we are going to, from there, add increases. I'm fast approaching the end of row 5, and I just wanted to stop and just mention, if you have wider hips or you want more of a flow in your skirt right at the start, you can not skip every other chain right from the get-go, from the first row that we started. You can go ahead and skip, I don't know, every other third or fourth row if you wish to, and just put these double crochet and double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one, double crochet spaces more closer together. But again, it depends on the kind of fit that you're going for. But as always, if you've got any questions, you can drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to them. So I'm just going to wrap up this last row and then we're going to have a chat about what to do next. And we've reached the final row. So, to show you what this looks like with a waistband and 5 rows. Voila! Now we're going to start to add shape and flare the skirt out a little bit more. What that means is we're going to start off by chaining 2 as always, double crochet as always, chain 1, and now you see the next V stitch that we've made. Work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, like that. And now chain 1, and you know that next 2 double crochet space, put 2 double crochets in there, just like that. Chain 1, and in the next V stitch space, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochet. We're going to follow that pattern all the way around for the next 5 rows. So 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next, chain 1, just 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same chain. I just want to show you what that's looking like. So can you see how the pattern's beginning to develop? Now I am not increasing or decreasing in every single row because I want this skirt to flow. I want the pattern to really flow, for it to look seamless, for the patterns and the shapes just to grow like that really beautifully, and it will really help the drape of the skirt as well. I am going to carry on with this row. When I get to about here, just before the row, I want to come back and explain to you the logic of increases and decreases, because again, if you've got a different body shape to mine and you think, do you know what, I've done the waistband, I don't want to do these 5 rows here that we've done, I want to start to make more increases because I want an even puffier skirt. I shall explain to you how that works. I just wanted to quickly come back and show you a mishap or an oversight that we may make, which is really common. So I've turned, of course, every other V-stitch into a cluster stitch, double crochet, chain one, double crochet. Now I've reached the end of my first increase row, but I've done a double crochet, and when I chain one and meet here, there's going to be a double crochet and a double crochet. So what do I do now? Because I need to add a cluster stitch. You simply, in that space there, make a cluster stitch. So I'm going to do double crochet, chain one, double crochet, and a double crochet, chain one, and I'm just going to slip stitch into that first space, chain one, and I'm quite casually just going to carry on with row two. This is the beauty of free crocheting. It's not possible to make a mistake because your work's going to always even out. Now this seam is going to carry on, and this is not even going to be noticeable because it's just going to blend out. So we have 10 rows right about now, and this is how we're looking. We are going to make a little bit of a change to the pattern. We're going to add to the rows that we have so far. So this is row 10 that I'm just finishing up, and I'm just going to slip stitch, chain two, double crochet, chain one. I am going to put my makeshift stitch marker right there. And now I want to explain to you the logic of increasing and decreasing. If you are increasing your work, let's say you decide I want to add more cluster spaces, or I want to make a little bit of a different pattern, and you want to add this cluster space, let's say here, you would simply go ahead and just add that, like so, chain one, and you can add another cluster space in here. There. And when you go around, you would simply crochet on top of this new work that you've added. So you can really go about doing whatever you want to do with your pattern. If you want to drop stitches, a similar principle applies. So I've double crocheted here. What you would do is you would go about starting your double crochets just like this, but you're not completing the work. What you're going to do is you're going to go into the next space. I'm going to go into this space here, pull through only two, and let's say for argument's sake I want to combine this stitch and this stitch together to drop a stitch for the next round. I would simply pull through all of these like that. So I've now lost a cluster stitch. We're not going to be doing any decreasing, certainly not with the pattern that I'm showing you. We're only doing increases row by row. So let's crack on with from row 10, and I'm going to talk you through what to do next. I'm going to carry on doing double crochets as I have been in these spaces, but can you see how this pattern is growing? It's getting bigger. I want more of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place 3 double crochets instead of just 2. I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to do 3 double crochets on the opposite side of the cluster, like that. I shall chain one, and I shall do 2 double crochets in that space there. So I'm not increasing this pattern just yet. I'm going to keep it the same. So I shall do 3 double crochets in the next space, chain one, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain one, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain one, same thing, 3 double crochet, chain one, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain one, 2 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1. So the pattern should be looking something like this. I'm going to carry on for 5 rows. I shall carry this same pattern on, and then we're going to come back after our 15th row and make a minor adjustment to this pattern here, the cluster space, the 6 double crochet space. Okay, so just to summarize, the difference is between these few rows that we've worked in this row, we're simply doing 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets instead of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Okay, I have completed 15 rounds, and I did do a little bit of a fit check, but I can't show it on YouTube because my bum cheeks are hanging out. So let's crack on with the next 5 rows. Now for next 5 rows, we're going to make quite a minor change to the pattern that we've been following so far. Let me just finish off my last row, chain 2 and double crochet as usual, chain 1. The only difference is we are going to put 2 chains in between these 3 double crochets on either side. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets, and then we're carrying on as usual. So 2 double crochet in that space, chain 1, into the next cluster space, 3 double crochet, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. And you're going to carry that pattern on all the way around for the next 5 rows. So we should have a little bit of length by then, and then we'll do some fit checks, see how we're feeling about our skirt, and see how we're going to progress this pattern. Also friends, just an FYI, if you are crocheting in a clockwise manner like me, your skirt's inside out. So the right way is this way, because the pattern's more pronounced. This is the wrong side. Kaboom! We are still very much indecently exposed, despite this skirt looking really, really long on camera. We are 20 rows in, and can you see how this pattern is forming so beautifully? It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is exactly what I had in mind. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, increase 10 increase rounds once again. Increase rounds are going to look like this. We're going to do 4 double crochets in the cluster space next. So I've got 4 there. I'm going to chain 2, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1. So this cluster is bigger than all of the previous ones that we've put in, and we're going to keep the space between the clusters exactly the same. So two double crochets, chain 1, 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the space between the cluster spaces, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1. That is the pattern we're going to work for the next 5 rows. Just going to put my stitch marker there just to make sure I don't lose my row. Can you see how this round, the cluster space is looking bigger? It's looking much bigger. And if you have a look at the start, it just really increases in size there. And this is the main feature of the skirt that I was going for. We may go ahead and add some increases in the space between the 2 cluster spaces. But I'm going to go ahead and carry this exact same pattern on for the next 5 rows. And then we'll come back and increase. Fit check. Our skirt is looking more like a skirt. It is draping beautifully. I'll carry on adding length to this. So I am fast approaching the end of row 25. And as always, I'm gonna chain 2. I'm gonna double crochet. I'm gonna chain 1. And for the next 5 spaces, I am gonna do another increase round. Another increase 5 rounds rather. The increases are going to be here. So you see these cluster spaces. We're going to stick to 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. But instead of doing 2 chains as we have in the previous 5 rounds, we're going to do 3. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, 4 double crochet, just like we did on the other side. Now we're gonna chain 1, just as we have been doing. And you know the cluster spaces between the triple crochets, double crochets, the quadruple crochets, we're gonna start to increase these. How we're gonna increase it is we're gonna do a double crochet. We're simply gonna put a chain 1 space in between them, because I want to open these up just a little bit to flow with the pattern that we've got going on here. So chain 1, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3, 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, and in that cluster space between the live pattern, we're gonna double crochet, chain 1, and drop a double crochet, chain 1. That is the pattern that we are going to follow all the way around. Now, you see the first row that you always start off is always going to be only a double crochet. You can't put any chain spaces in between, because every first double crochet, single crochet, triple crochet, it always counts as 2. So whenever you start the round, you can only drop a double crochet in there. So just to summarize, for the next 5 rounds from row 25 up to row 30, we are going to go ahead and do 4 double crochets, chain 3 space, 4 double crochet. And then we're placing an increase in the little bit in between by putting a chain space in between the 2 double crochets. And I shall do this for 5 rounds, and then I shall come back and we'll do a little bit of a fit check and see where we're at. Just finished up row 30, and our skirt is still quite above the knee, so we're going to have to go ahead and increase it a lot more. From row 30 to 35, of course we've got an increase round again. We're going to double crochet as we always do to start the round. We're doing 5 double crochets this time, 3, 4, 5, chain 3, 5 double crochets on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So this round, so the next 5 rounds, we're only adding increases into this center cluster stitch. So instead of doing 4 double crochet, we're doing 5 double crochet. We're keeping the chain space in between at 3. We're not increasing that. We're not doing any other increases. So for the next 5 rounds, crack on with this new addition, and I shall meet you back when I'm at row 35. Kids, I am reaching the end of round 35, and I'm gonna add 5 more rounds and then I'm going to stop, just because I'm not going for a super maxi long skirt. I'm going for just like a below the knee high-waisted skirt. I shall chain 2, and as always double crochet, chain 1. In the next space, which is the cluster spaces, I'm going to drop 5 double crochets. I'm going to chain 4, and then I'm going to drop 5 double crochets. And that literally is the pattern increase from row 35 to row 40. I'm not putting any increases here. Now, when I return, I'm going to have completed my 5 rounds, but if you choose to make a longer skirt, you can carry on increasing this pattern. Even this pattern, it is completely down to you how you want to go about increasing it. You can carry on using the logic that we've applied here, which is for 5 rows, just adding another double crochet to either side of the cluster spaces, increasing the chain spaces in between, and then perhaps even putting another chain in between the cluster space double crochets. Example, we're going to have 40 rows complete here. If you want to make this longer, you can go ahead and do 5 rows of 6 double crochets on either side, chain 4 in between. That will take you from row 40 to 45. To go from 45 to row 50, you may add an increase, chain 1 space here. And if you want to go carry on with the length even more, you want to go from row 50 to 60, you could do 5 rows of 7 double crochets on either side and do a 5 chain space in between. Your increases are endless. You can also go ahead and drop triple crochets to make these cluster spaces even bigger and wider. If you have any questions about that and you'd like some guidance in planning your skirt or making a decision on your increases, drop in the comments section below and I'd be so keen to guide you and talk about it. I shall be back when I've completed the next 5 rows. What we're going to do then is we're going to have a think about the waistband. Okay, my skirt is nice and complete. I'm happy with the length of it. Let's go ahead and think about the waistband. Now, there are so many different things that you can do with the waistband. You can go ahead and elasticate this if you wish to. How you elasticate is you can either grab your elastic and sew it in to your waistband here. Alternatively, you can half your waistband like that after you've put your elastic into the waistband here. So example, this is my elastic. I put it here, I fold over and I seam along here, and that gives a nice elasticated waistband. If you'd like a more in-depth tutorial, please check out my other playlists. I do have a tutorial on how to add an elastic or or a more thorough drawstring by means of folding the waistband. For this skirt, I want a delicate waistband. So what I'm simply going to do is, I'm going to grab my yarn and I'm going to just chain. Just going to start to chain a really, really long chain that fits around my waist. I don't want this to hang too much because I feel like any additional complicated design is going to take away from the texture and the skirt that we have made. So I'm going to quite simply just do a really, really long chain. And just going to snip the other end of my side of yarn, grab a drawstring, and I'm going to just weave it in and out of the waistband in itself like that. And I'm just going to stop there. So I'm not going to go all the way into the end. I'm just going to pull that a little bit, make it a little bit more even. There we go. It's now time for a fit check. I'm going to go ahead and grab Lucinda and we'll try this on. Okay friends, this is the final result with the drawstring. It's nice and secure and I wanted to show you what the pattern looks like. As you know, I've gone for like a below knee midi skirt. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. You can go ahead and line this piece if you wish to. Lining it is pretty simple. You would just grab some cloth, cut around the shape of the skirt, seam it on the left and the right, and stitch it to the skirt from the top. Again, if you'd like a tutorial on how to line skirts or clothing that you've made, drop me a comment in the comments box below and I will be sure to post something. But I hope that this video was helpful for you. Please check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.